So we need all three doshas, but with the weather, with what we eat, with our sleep cycle, with a lot of things, they can get easily disturbed. So on an everyday basis, you would notice that if you're having a skin breakout, for example, if you're feeling acidity, if you have a diarrhea kind of situation, you know that your pitta is high today. Your pitta dosha is in imbalance, which is why you need to give it something cooling to bring the heat down.
Everybody wants to know now recipes to calm the three doshas. So you want to tell us recipes about how do you calm the pitta, how do you calm the vata and the kapha?
So yeah.
And easy recipes or ideas, meal ideas that you may have.
So actually it's very easy to understand, easy to it's a very logical answer as well. So when you of course you all can read it more as well. I also do some workshops on basics of these concepts, so you all can ever attend. But once you understand what is this Vata, Pitta, Kapha, they're just not our Ayurvedic body type. They're also the bioenergies in our body, which is taking care of a lot of our human functions, for our body functions. So Vata is responsible for all the movements happening in our body. Now tell me, what are the movements happening in the body? I'll give you an example. Oxygen going in, carbon dioxide coming out. Inhalation, exhalation is a movement. What else do you think are the movements happening? Tell me.
I mean, I can think of the bowel movement.
Bowel is movement, yeah. What else? What else moves in our body?
The limb movements.
The limb movements, moving our muscles, our bones, all that. Yes.
Yeah.
Or what else is moving? Blood is moving in our body.
Blood is moving.
All the lymphatic fluids, nervous exchange. The moment you hear something, you're able to make a meaning out of it. You're able to say something. Voice, we're able to talk. All of these are movements. Your excretion, urination, menstruation, delivery, ejaculation. All of these are movement happening in our body. Vata is, so these are all like our movements happening in our body. Vata is responsible for that. Now Vata, when we need to bring that in balance. So because Vata is very cold in nature, it's very dry in nature, it's very light wing, which is why you want to give it something which is more grounding, something which is heavy, something which is more nourishing, more oily, more unctuous, like a good fat. That all, and something which is warming because Vata is cold. That will balance the Vata dosha. Now your Pitta dosha is responsible for your metabolism, for digesting your food. Now Pitta is technically heaty in nature, and Pitta also can digest food so well. So you need to give something cooling to balance your Pitta, and something heavy so that Pitta can work on it. And Kapha, completely opposite to Vata. That means Kapha is very heavy already, very oily. The only common property it has with Vata is that both are cold in nature. So even for
and Kapha means also a lot of mucus, right? Heavy means a lot of mucus.
So the thing is, Kapha is, so that is different. That's a part. Like that's one sign of increased Kapha in your body, you know. But what we talking about Kapha dosha is basically the bioenergy. It's all our cells, bones, muscles, tissues, fat, bone marrow, nail, hair, teeth, everything is Kapha. In our body, if we don't have Kapha, nothing, we won't be able to move our finger. Because our body structure and this integrity, this stability comes from Kapha dosha. So we need all three doshas, but with the weather, with what we eat, with our sleep cycle, with a lot of things, they can get easily disturbed. So on an everyday basis, you would notice that if you're having a skin breakout, for example, if you're feeling acidity, if you have a diarrhea kind of situation, you know that your pitta is high today. Your pitta dosha is in imbalance, which is why you need to give it something cooling to bring the heat down. When your kapha dosha is imbalanced, so you're noticing things like overweight, cough, jo jam jata hai, the phlegm that we was talking about. You'd notice water retention issues, swellings happening. This is when you need to give it something which is opposing quality, which is you want to give something warming, something dry, something light, something which is not oily at all. And taste-wise, you want to give it something more bitter, pungent, and astringent things. But for your Vata dosha, you want to give it something sweet, sour, salty. So each taste has a certain effect. That's why in Ayurvedic, like Indian thali, has all the 6 tastes, which is why it becomes a complete meal for us, you know. So it's very important to, on an everyday basis, eat local, fresh, seasonal, but come to these. So if we look at broadly, anything which is grounding and heavy and sweet and warming can be good for Vata dosha, which means all kind of soups are amazing, all kind of like ghee is amazing, rice is amazing, any kind of sweet potatoes, any heavy things which has a little oil or little unctuous are great for us. Avocados, great for Vata dosha. Then you look at Pitta, something cooling. So cooling are coconut, your watermelon, your neem and curry pata, your soft, elaichi. All these things are very cooling in nature. Your sabudana, sitafal, all these things. And then you have Kapha dosha, so anything bitter, pungent, astringent. That means all your green leafy vegetables, neem, karela, methi, a little spices. All of this are going to balance your Kapha dosha. So that way, if you look at your everyday food, we are technically, if you're eating Indian food every day, that means you're already eating a tridoshic meal. It's already taking care of your all three doshas. But for this weather where Vata dosha is high, we all can start eating more warming things, so more khichdis, more soups, more stews. All of that is going to balance our doshas in this weather.
I also saw on your IG about this secret Ayurvedic kadha that you have, right? Which I want to know. What's the recipe to the kadha, and like how do you come up with it?
So it's not so secret. It's something like I read in my Ayurveda books only. I do a lot of kadhas. I have a lot of kadha recipes, and I keep changing depending on what I feel like. If it's a more like a cough, cold related, if I feel phlegm and that kind, then I will take a kadha which has ginger and like some kind of spices like black pepper and all. If there is a digestive related things, then I'll make sure that I do like a mix of herbs. So one of the kadha that works for all doshas and works for throughout the year is this. It's called CCFFT. So CCFFT, that's how I remember it. So C for cumin, then coriander seeds, fennel, fenugreek, and turmeric. These 5 things, one teaspoon.
Okay, let me see if I get it. CCTFD, right?
No,
So that's
CCFFT. Double C, double FT.
Okay, so that's coriander, cumin. Coriander is dhania. Cumin is jeera. F is fennel, which is soft. T is turmeric. And
F is fenugreek.
And methi. Fenugreek. Yeah. Okay.
So
awesome.
These 5
and then what do? You just like boil all of this together?
You take one teaspoon of each, and you want to pound, you can pound them also for more flavor, and you boil them in 1 liter of water till it's reduced a bit. And then turn the gas off, and then you can drink this every day. It works for most people. It has a combination of herbs and spices which are some are cooling, some are warming. So it takes care of most things.